second time. The rumors mention that I should say, I don't know. No, I haven't seen it. I don't like the chewing. Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it. I don't like how she's like all staticky and breaks up. What do you want to see? Why is C in red? That just tells me that's like a bad word. So it's going exactly as the rumour said. Hanayomi is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from each shrine. I'll give it a try. Oh, the music cuts out, but the chewing sound's still there. Love it. Buddha statues, Lord Buddha. Oh, the music gone intense. This isn't good. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Alright. Alright, that was awful. The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully. Like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. She did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. Whew! As soon as I leave the booth, Christy comes up to me. You don't look well. What happened? I told Christy about my conversation with Hanayomi. What? That's not in the rumours. Christy's brow furrows in confusion. Should we go check out the other phone box for now? Maybe there's a clue there. We can also see if you can ask again. My god. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T Apartments. In the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. Probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. New info was added to the spirit file, the second phone box. Memo! So in the booth is a poster looking for info on a crime that happened nearby. The phone rings while I'm distracted, just like the rumours. When I pick up a woman answers, smacking her lips. But I can't get info on the statues from her. For some reason, she's behaving different from what we were told to expect. There's one more telephone booth. We better check it out too. Talk with Mary. Tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayomi acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. Right. Kill that ghost. Yeah. Now we go to the park. Oh, great. Ah, this is the bloody... the noise of a swing. Great. We'll see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. Except for the apartments that are lit up. They said this was the phone booth from the Hanayomi rumours, right? Would a spirit really appear in the middle of the city like this? Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayomi hung up on me. Sirens in the distance. I followed the rumours exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratched my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. Oh. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip, in other words, the rumours. What will happen if I don't follow the rumours? They'll probably piss her off. Christy, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me. Sure. I don't know what you're going to do, please be careful. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a message from Aita. Yeah? It's about the latest information on Hanayome from the BBS. Take a look. Chrissy hands me a note written by Aita. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I. This is it? Yeah, that's all. What happens when she marks you? The entire premise of Deathmark is you get marked by a spirit and then a few days later you will mysteriously die. In gruesome and horrific ways. Anyway, I just said he was sure it would come in handy. I'll keep it in mind. Don't say I. Chrissy returns to the car. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth too. Just like the one at the rest area, this looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police, the MPD. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? I think not. Oh, here we go. The phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. Here it is again. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Right, so defy the rumours. Did you see it? Okay, so if we defy, then we say, nope, I saw it. Oh god. You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. What? Oh god. The voice cuts off. Oh, okay. Oh no. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Oh great, it's a live or die choice. Yay! Live or die. Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes or eyeglasses? Eyeglasses? A telescope? Okay, so avoid using the word eye. So don't say eyes or a telescope then, I guess. What did you see with? Telescope. Oh, she's chewing again. It sounds like something's searching around outside the phone box. You saw it. You said you saw it. What colour? A beautiful colour. Red, pink, green. What? Oh, I. Lie. Okay, pink. I sounds like I. Likely could be interpreted as I. These are clever. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love, which do you choose? Dreams. Definitely my dreams. I believe. Okay, romance is great. I do like the live or die choices. Especially these ones, these are really cool. Just having to avoid I, pretty cool. But you don't get much time, so you have to really quickly, like, think it over. Survived! Whew! The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone and so is the ominous presence. Thank fuck. Whew! The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answer. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. Run back to the car. Oh. I exit the booth and Christy rushes up to me. My mark started hurting out of nowhere. Did it go alright? I tell Christy about what happened in the telephone booth. I've no idea what that means. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Something's on the ground there. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. Psycho. Well, if that's her name, that's pretty accurate. She is Psycho. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. Okay. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I asked Christy what they think. Wait a minute, is the missing woman Hanayome? Because they were dated 5 years ago. And the rumours for Hanayome started 5 years ago. Christy looks deep in thought. What is it? Oh, nothing. Well, we've checked out all the boxes, so let's head back to the mansion. Something still bugs me though. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. New info was added to the spirit file, the third phone box. So Hanayome is acting even more strangely than before. She seemed anxious about being seen, or eyes in general. It's impossible to be sure since it's only over the phone. Plus the note we found outside the booth is disconcerting. To Psycho, I'll dispel all of your heartaches and forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. So either Hanayome is Psycho, or Psycho is the missing woman. Or both. Hey, Mr. Yoshiki. You know those posters and that bit of stationery we found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... Christy turns towards the shelves with files. Files full of articles on criminal cases. Is there one from 5 years ago? Was it February? Because it said 2nd of the 8th, but I don't know how the date system in this works. Like whether it's the American system or not. Where it's month, day, year. Because otherwise it'd be the 2nd of August. But I think it's the 8th of February. The dates were 5 years ago, right? And then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. We could use more help. Maybe Aita and Suzu could give us a hand. Go ahead and call them over. All four of us begin reading through files. So the clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in Ape City. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I found it. The victim's name is Psycho. The date is February. Okay, it's the American system. February 5 years ago. Gotta be it. Christy lays the file out on the desk, and we all peer at it. Oh, oh, I see a picture. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Psycho Hasagawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle, on the eve of her wedding. Ah. Oh. She was in her dress when she was found. Okay, so Hanayome is definitely Psycho. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Aita, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. Oh. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. It was horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Psycho Hasegawa's misfortune. Aita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. Oh, that's what she means. Did you see it? Wow, that's fucked. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Psycho had a mental breakdown, and in the end she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. Jesus. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as the reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayomi's phone boxes. According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by a highway. The phone booths connect Hanayomi and Psycho Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Psycho's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is it was there, and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayomi put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Psycho's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicised at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's her fiancé now? I'm assuming he also committed suicide. Well... Oh. He began acting strange due to the shock and went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things, like taking pictures and all that. Goddamn. And I bet those were the pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out. They took pictures of her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayomi has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it, night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserved to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Suddenly a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Did he go killing them? I wonder. Hey Christy, do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Psycho killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayomi. Fine, I understand. I've had my fill of that forest, but I suppose we have no other leads. New info! Christ. Well, this one might be the most screwed. I mean, Hanahiko's wasn't exactly pleasant either. But this one's definitely a fair bit worse. I don't have any tools. Oh. So the garage shelves contain files on accidents and crimes within each city. From decades old to just a few years ago, we all search through them and find a case with a victim named Psycho Hasegawa. the person mentioned in the note. The details of her case are sickening. The victim was abducted by a group as she was walking her dog in the forest while awaiting her wedding day. She was found by a phone booth along the highway the next day, but that's not all. The culprits photographed the assault and blackmailed her fiancé with the photos for money. A few days later, all of the stress caused her to kill herself. Her fiancé went missing afterward, with people believing he also committed suicide. Christie investigated the case back then. She says the fiancé was a famous musician. To psycho or dispel all of your heartache, those words bother me. There's something else too, and that's the fact that the culprits also went missing after she died. This ghastly case is still unable to gain full closure. The phone box that guided us to the case, the fact that the woman who hung herself wore a wedding dress, the connections to the forest by H. Castle. The other mark bearers won't like it, but we need to go back to the forest. But why am I so sure of that? Jeez. So we need to go back to the forest. So this is more awkward than I thought. Being out alone with someone who until recently was planning to kill herself. Do you have something you want to say? She noticed right away. Was I being that obvious? Not really. It's fine, you don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to kill myself, aren't you? Is this a woman's intuition? No, maybe I'm just crap at hiding things. Don't worry, I don't anymore. People hate it when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is. I can trust you, right? Yes. At least for now. Here's hoping she keeps feeling the same, at least while we're together. What the hell was that? Just then the tyres hit a bump in the road. I could see a square grey object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's out to CD radio cassette player. Oh. Huh? Why something like that? He said we might need music during the drive, then went and put it in here himself. But we don't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio? No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent after a while, Christie finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. It's rather worrisome, don't you think? After all this time, they don't know. Who doesn't know what? Those two. They think that spirit just helps you find things. What a naive fairy tale. Yeah. Christie is exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you actually face a spirit. But thinking about it, wouldn't that be the best? Christie looks at me in shock. Wait, what are you saying? I just mean, our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around? Sorry. She's furious at me, but it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like that would never commit suicide. What's so funny? Nothing. Will we make it back again? I stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going. That sigh was pretty deep. I can't believe we're here again. At least I can feel better knowing he's not around anymore. I almost remind her about Hanayomi, but I stop myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenuous calm. Okay. You're supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail. Strange, maybe I'm remembering wrong. When I came here researching an article, there was a path to the west. Suddenly, Christie's face stiffens. What's wrong? I feel cold all of a sudden. Oh, what the hell? What the hell is that? I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? With a human face. It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs. But it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and dishevelled, and from certain angles its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Wicked dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet. Ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly. Then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to guide us? Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. Oh, great. The marked colour grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. There's probably not much time left, we better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. New info, alert to the spirit file. Investigate in the forest again. So, upon our return to the forest, a strange dog appears. It growls at us before disappearing into the western thicket. Christy says the place she checked in the past was in the west also. Still, that dog didn't look natural. I suppose that's a good sign since we're chasing after a spirit. But the mark warns that time is short. We have to hurry. Okay. The thicket of trees next to the gate. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog, was it trying to show this to us? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Okay. Move forward. Ooh. There's something in the grass in front of the tree. At the foot of the tree. It's a wad of paper. I push the grass aside and pick it up. Oh, it's a talisman. Nice. Alright, not bad. Went to the left. What is that? Yeah, I can see something. On the tree. I can't see it well from here. Feel around then. I feel around in the blades of grass. Got instant camera. I've hit the switch before I realised, and a red light appears. Apparently that means that the flash can be used. It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. You're right. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise not to mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. Ugh, gross. To see is to perceive light. Okay. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? New info was added to the spirit file, around the tree covered in photos. Oops. Around the tree covered in photos, in the bushes below the tree I found a dirty instant camera. The back reads, take a picture, flash included. A voice then whispers to me again, to see is to perceive light. Light, things that emit light. The camera, I bet Psycho Hatagawa detested that light. There is something on the tree. I shine the light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. What is that? Something's posted there. I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. Oh, wow. That's a bunch of nails in the eyes. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of different people posted to a tree, but they're all these photos have nails in the eyes. It's just as Christy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. It's so they can't see, I would guess. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? These are the people that saw the assault, I would guess. Hey, all the people in these pictures, are they all men? Yeah, the culprits, maybe? Christie's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? Look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be up there. We should check it out. Up there? Oh, up there. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... boost my partner up. Forget it. Climb the tree myself. I take a deep breath and jump at the tree. I scroll to reach for a while, and manage to touch a branch until... snap. I crash to the ground with a spectacular thud. Ow! I broke my ass. Ugh, I told you. Ask my partner. I refuse, there's no way I can climb it. Looks like that's not going to work. Boost! This is just between us, but I weigh... She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table. Oh, I guess I'll have to get someone else. I give up and back away. Alright, we'll have to go get, Oh, we're back at the entrance. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get... I think I'll get Suzu. Just because, well, she's small. I could probably boost her up. Just a bit crappy that I have to take a child into a forest, but whatever. A haunted forest, too. Back to the forest. Boo-doo. I have to search again. Whatever. We in there. Alright, try again. You're going to climb the tree? There aren't any okay, yeah. If that's all, then... okay, I'll try.